SciDev's innovative technical capabilities, unique manufacturing operations and unparalleled support enable them to deliver real value and lower operating treatment costs. Now, they turn research into a customised solution faster than many of their competitors. That's their claim. SciDev's capabilities have recently been strengthened through a partnership with China-based Newer Group, the world's second largest manufacturer of water-soluble polymers. I'm now going to talk to Lewis Utting, who's the CEO of SciDev. Lewis, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So tell us about SciDev.
So we're an Australian, a small listed technology company focused in the resources and water treatment space. We combine our innovative technology, which is a process control technology, with chemistry.
So tell us what you actually do.
We sell, so we help mining companies produce more metal, recover more water, and use less space in their tailings.
How do you do that?
We help them separate the solids from the water, from the waste streams.
Yeah, so there's, in a sense, crappy water as a consequence of mining.
Absolutely.
But there's actually stuff in there which they can actually use and eventually sell.
In some cases that's the case, but not all the times. Yeah. For us, it's about reducing the space, the tailing space required for disposal. Okay, right. So what attracted you to SciDev? The combination of technology or process control and chemistry has been a really, really effective business strategy in the specialty chemical space over the course of the last 30 years. However, it's lacked innovation. So SciDev, we invented our OptiFlux technology, which allows us to measure something at the particle or the sub 20 micron level that hasn't been able to be measured before in process streams. And that then allows us to add chemistry to in the most optimal way.
Okay, now people listening to this say, gee, he seems like a pretty smart young bloke, but they still wouldn't understand the big benefit you deliver to the companies you... So tell us about the big benefit.
So the big kicker in the case of, say, metallurgical coal is if we look at, you've got an operating year of 7,600 hours. In one instance, we delivered an additional 240 hours of plant availability. So, and that's in the most basic sense. In coal, in mineral sands, it's probably quite similar as well.
What are your rivals like in this space?
They're giants. They're huge European and North American companies. So, you know, the BASF, Solenis, these a company called Ecolab, North America, they're all multi-billion-dollar companies.
Okay, and what is your competitive advantage? How are you going to kick their butt over time?
Oh, there's two things. One is the technology that I mentioned before, but the big one's people. So over the course of the last 15 years, there's been a lot of commoditisation in the space. So the unit price of the chemistry that people purchase has come off a lot. So what that didn't allow the larger organisations to do was put the right kind of people in front of the client to solve the problems. So we've got a really strong team of engineers, chemists and biochemists that sort of are customer facing on the client side, and that combination of people and technology is how we'll drive that change.
Okay, and you've also been able to attract a partner, which I presume will improve your competitive advantage.
Yeah, exactly. It allows us to sort of scale without having that fixed costs anchor around our P&L. So Newer are the second largest producer of this specific chemistry group in the world, and they've essentially been really successful in some Asian markets, but required support on the Western-facing markets, and that's why they've invested in SciDev and why they continue to partner with us, both here in Oceania and most recently in North America as well.
And what percentage of the company do they hold?
So 8%.
Okay, so that's a good start.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long have they been with you for?
Since February this year.
Okay, good. So what's the target? Where are you now, and where do you see yourself being in 1, 2 or 5 years?
The company's got a strong, is a legacy mining business, so we've got I guess a narrative to change, and that is about driving revenue growth and profitability over the course of the next 12 to 24 months. We'll focus here on domestic markets in Australia and also some lower hanging fruit, if you like, in North America.
So your market prospects, if you had to talk, and I guess ultimately when you face shareholders, you're going to have to say what you think this market market of yours, your share of the market, is going to grow by? What kind of numbers are you talking?
So we operate in an $8 billion market. In the US, it sort of represents about 1.4 billion of that, 240 million in Australia. I'm assuming, you know, if we can get to single-digit percentages over in terms of market share over the next few years, that's what success will start to look like.
Okay. One last question a lot of my viewers would like me to ask you is, you operate in the mining industry. It went through a mining collapse. It's been coming back nicely. Do you have concerns around a Trump trade deal and the implications on China and mining? Is that a curveball that you guys just have to deal with, like every other mining services business? Yeah,
exactly. And I'd be reluctant to compare us directly to a mining services business. We operate across 4 different verticals, both in conventional water treatment, oil and gas, mining, and also food manufacturing. So you're nicely diversified. Yeah, so we're diversified, so we can hedge against part of that risk. But absolutely, it's a concern, I think, for everybody as to what happens in the United States at the moment with Trump. Okay. Interesting story, mate, and good luck with it. Thanks. That's Lewis Utting from a company called SciDev.